Good morning. First, I'd like to do some introductions of who we have here today. First, obviously, our council member, Nury Martinez. Our VIPs today, we have to my right our volunteer community patrol members, Doug Bear, Tyrone Robinson, Gary Hall, Guy Hussein, Janie Burke, Jerry Jimenez, John Weckelman, Val Quintana, Oscar Roedes, and Martin Morehouse. And thank you again, and good morning. I'm Natalie Cortez with my partner here, Captain Pete Casey. We are the commanding officers of Mission Area. Today is a great day as we finally have an opportunity to highlight the dedication and hard work of Mission Area's Volunteer Community Patrol, or as we say in the station, our VCP. The Mission Area covers 25 square miles, and that's quite a lot of area with about 150 patrol officers. So we don't do it alone. We have a very valuable asset, and that is our VCP. Currently, we have 15 VCP members, and we run about 4 to 6 shifts per week. So you will see them out there in their community. Our VCP are assigned very specific missions in areas where crime is occurring, and through their high visibility patrols, they act as deterrents for those who are committing nefarious activities. They are also our partners. And just real quickly, I'd like to share a short story with you and something that really showed the value very early on. They were out in patrol in their area, and they had heard over the radio a call of a man with a gun. They became good wits. It took officers a moment to arrive. But when the officers were arriving, our VCP members directed the officers to the suspect's location, but most importantly, they directed them to where the knife was thrown in a bush. Their assistance, their help, and their dedication took a career criminal off the streets. That is truly the community working with the police. But I can go on and on about their great work and all their efforts in their service, but I would be remiss not to thank the individual who truly got this off the ground for us here at Mission and made things possible. She's one of our biggest supporters and a true leader in the Valley, and someone that I greatly admire. And I'd like to introduce to you Councilwoman Nury Martinez.
Thank you very much, my friend. Lucky you, you don't have to use reading glasses. I have to use reading glasses, and I'm getting up there. Well, good morning, and thank you very much for that nice introduction, Captain Cortez. I love this program. I'm reminded every day when I grew up in the Valley, but I'm reminded every day of what important it is to have this incredible partnership with our police department. A couple of months ago, I was very honored to be part of the West Valley Citizens Patrol program, where we launched it in the West Valley a couple of months ago back in May, and I saw the incredible response on behalf of the community of Lake Balboa and the West Side, particularly because I love the fact that people were coming out and seeing the value and partnering up with our police department, but being vital eyes and ears for their own community and for their own neighborhoods. Often we ask people to partner and volunteer with government, but this is a perfect opportunity for people in the community to come and partner with the department and figure out what they can do to give back and be the eyes and ears of their own neighborhoods. What I love about this program as well is the fact that we're thinking out of the box. You know, sometimes my staff often says I come up with all kinds of crazy ideas, and sometimes I do. But I love the fact that we're thinking outside of the box, and we're actually putting a good use of these vehicles and man and women power in our neighborhoods to be able to do something to take back some of our communities. I'm very thankful to Officer Huerta, who is one of the colleagues and one of the police officers who's leading this program. I often say you can't be what you can't see. And while we're using this program, I want it to become an incentive for boys and girls to see themselves as positive role models in their communities, to one day grow up and want to be police officers. Why not? But with the goal to reduce the number of residential and motor vehicle burglaries, to help this police department be able to best service these areas. One of the most important things we can do is making sure that we engage young people, that we engage neighborhoods to make sure that they know that they can also make a difference. It is so important for us to ensure that we are supporting the man and woman of this department. This is one of the ways we can do that. Officer Cortez talked about our Citizens Patrol folks going out and witnessing something and being able to call it into the department, and we were able to locate a gun of a person who was out in the community with a gun. Somebody witnessed it, they followed the suspect, figured out where they had actually ditched the gun, and they were able to call it in. That's what we want to see more and more. We don't need you to get involved and arresting anyone. We don't need anyone to get hurt. What we need you to be is our eyes and ears to partner with the men and women of LAPD. Come and volunteer with us. Come and be members of this volunteer patrol unit and be the eyes and ears for this area. One of the things that we do really, really well in the Northeast Valley is we pride ourselves in being volunteers. We pride ourselves in organizing those neighborhood watches in the neighborhoods. We pride ourselves in being able to say, come over to my home, I'm hosting a meeting. And they invite the police department, they invite our senior officers, so they can also come over and witness what it means to be part of this community. We love that about this area. That's something that I'm very proud of being from the Valley, is that we own this Valley and we want to make sure we give back. Hay personas que, hay prensa en español? ¿Sí? Bueno, muchísimas gracias y buenos días. Quería darles las gracias al programa de voluntario de patrulla comunitaria de la División Mission. Estos son unos voluntarios líderes que cada día demuestran el valor que tienen ellos para no nomás ser voluntarios, pero ser líderes comunitarios y tratar de comenzar un diálogo con el Departamento de Policía. Es muy importante reconocer que no nomás son líderes de la comunidad, pero son personas que nos ayudan a ver diferentes crímenes. No necesitamos que estas personas arresten a alguien o se pongan en peligro. Lo que necesitamos son voluntarios para el voluntario de patrulla, para que puedan hablarle al Departamento de Policía y así los oficiales pueden hacer el arresto. Es muy importante enfocarnos de que tenemos que hacer nuestra parte en la comunidad para poder tener esta participación del Departamento de Policía y hacer una comunidad mucho más segura para todas las personas que viven aquí. Muchísimas gracias. Y ahora I would like to introduce our Deputy Chief, Chris Pitcher, to say a few words. I know Deputy Chief Pritcher is not a stranger to this valley. I know he's been here before. We want to welcome him back. He's been on his role for a couple of months, but it's a really good pleasure to have you here, sir. I'm really happy to see you here and supporting our men and women of the LAPD. Let's give him a big round of applause.
Thank you. Good morning, everyone. I am Deputy Chief Chris Pitcher. I'm in charge of Operations Valley Bureau. And this program is near and dear to my heart. Back in 2012, I was sitting as an area captain in the Devonshire area and had an idea. After seeing this program run successfully in other communities and other counties, I decided to posit this program for the LAPD, and we had a lot of legal hurdles, challenges, and everything else. But by 2015, we were able to put a pilot program together for the department that started in the Devonshire area. And once again, it had its issues, challenges, and hurdles, but we were able to develop this program, and ultimately Chief Moore, who was then the director of operations, was one of the biggest proponents of this program to bring it to fruition in all areas, but particularly in the Valley. And I just want to start off by thanking the council member. Without her support and her love for this community and her commitment for this community, these programs don't exist. We as a department, we build these programs, we bring the volunteers out, and ultimately to deploy them, we need our partners like Councilmember Martinez. And we rely on that love and that commitment for this community to bring these individuals behind me to work these streets, to augment what is going on with our officers and all of their efforts. And so today what you see is a all-volunteer the volunteer community patrol detail, which is outstanding. As you've heard, both the council member and Captain Cortez and also her partner, they deploy this valuable asset each and every day to ultimately go out and hit the areas that the officers don't get to. They are out there deterring crime. They are out there driving the streets. They are driving property crime down, impacting potential violent crimes. They are out there disseminating information to the public. They are so valuable to this department, to this area, and to this community that it is amazing. And I want to recognize all of the community volunteers behind me, many of which I have worked with for years, as my time as a captain and ultimately a commander and now the deputy chief. I love these individuals. I love the program. I love putting them out there. Yes, they have careers. They have families, and they're committed to the Valley and to this community too. And they show that by coming out and getting behind the wheel of the white vehicles that you see each and every day. And they go out there with missions, and they drive around and they turn on the amber lights. And they're the ones that deter the vehicle thefts. They deter burglaries. They go out there and deter all kinds of crime by their presence. And they work with the officers, the incredibly hardworking officers of Mission Area, when they're out there handling their radio calls, and in between those times, they work together to augment their services. So I just want to thank everybody here and the volunteers. Please give them a round of applause too. Because without them, without their commitment to this program and everything that they do, it is an amazing, outstanding program. And it is now in all 7 areas of the San Fernando Valley. Every one of the divisions has one of these programs. And it is viable, and it is going to continue to grow, and it is going to continue to have an outstanding result for this community and for all the communities of San Fernando Valley. So I just want to close by thanking Councilmember Martinez and her support and her love of this community and the program, and for the men and women of LAPD. She is an outstanding ally and an outstanding partner each and every day as she comes on and helps us in all of our endeavors. And in turn, we work with her office and work with all of the members of her staff to make public safety and public security a reality here in the Mission area. So thank you to the partners, to the men and women of the LAPD, and ultimately to the volunteer community patrol detail as they go out there. Thank you very much.
So oftentimes with these programs, you'll hear from the public officials. But what I wanted to do today was have one of our VCP members, and someone that's been around our station a long time. Not only does he do the volunteer community patrol, he also does several other volunteer activities here at Mission. And I'd like him to say a few words about what he feels about the program. So without further ado, Dr. Tyrone Robinson.
Good morning. Again, we want to thank our City Council, Nury Martinez, for all that her support and everything. And I just want to thank God for, Abel and me. I'm here. I came to be a chaplain here at Mission, and I work with the CPC. I'm the secretary for CPAP. But it's funny how God does things, because I'm upstairs working with the detectives, so I give back a lot. So, but this specifically program here, the BCP, I've been out for the last 10 weeks, but it really helps the community to just give back, to support the people that protects and serves us. And I'm just giving back to serve them in any which way and capacity. But behind us, we have a diversity of volunteers here. We have our search and rescue, we have our CPAP, so we have a diverse of people here. Our senior leads, to work closely with them. I mean, the captains, Captain Casey and Captain Cortez, I just tell them I'm just here as your angel. You know what I'm saying? I'm here to just give back whatever I can do, whatever, I work in records now, whatever I can give back. So if just saying to the people, if you can come and give back, you know what I'm saying, something, an hour, 2 hours a day, it's a lot that can be done here. You know what I'm saying? Volunteer, it's not only the VCP, but we have multiple things that you can come and help out here at Mission. But Mission has a great group of people here, officers, to work beside. So I don't only work with them, I eat with them, I pray for them on a daily basis. And I just thank God, as our deputy chief said, I've watched him work with him as a commander and now up as a deputy chief, and Nury along with the CPAP. But that's all I have to say. I'm long-winded. I don't want to just keep going and going. But
Let's go on patrol.
God bless you. All right.
And we have another unique opportunity today. Our councilwoman is going to go out and with our VCP and hit our area. So what we're going to do is go ahead and have her briefing, and then they're going to hit the streets. Prior to that, is there a few questions?
Maybe one for the chief.
Okay.
Could you speak about maybe the vehicles themselves? Do you believe that the community has gotten familiar with them? You talked about a deterrent. When the community sees this, do they automatically associate it with law enforcement, or is it the officers and volunteers themselves?
Well, absolutely. In terms of the vehicles themselves, yes. I've had numerous individuals, maybe not as much the community, although it's got a lot of publicity over the last several months through its inception. What we're learning to see is the focus is on the would-be criminals. The people who see the flashing amber lights on top makes people think twice. And I've had great reports in the south side of the valley, south of Ventura Boulevard, as well as the north side of the valley, up in and around the Rinaldi area, where members of the community people see these individuals and then see and watch as cars that are out there driving through their communities see these vehicles. It draws their attention to the doors and the lights, and then they ultimately leave. We have people who are up there that provide us, they're our eyes and ears in those communities, and they report outstanding results with the cars and seeing them as they drive through parks, and people get up and leave, and they drive through apartment complexes, people that look like they have no business being there, they leave through parking lots at the major malls and strip malls. So yes, I do believe that the community does know what these cars are. As we continue to roll this out, they will get more familiarity. But my concern and focus is, do the people who are going to prey on the community members know what these cars are? And they do. And you know, we see that all the time, and we've got great reports that they basically prevent a lot of crimes and a lot of negative activity from occurring as they drive with their lights on and they go on patrol.